Why, hello everybody. Welcome back to 2B2T. We are here with 519 other players. So we are in the new raid farm. Now, I did not build this. This was built by LZ Go, to where he redesigned it. It's actually the same one that I built. There's my tower with what I built previously way up there, but he's completely redesigned it. And so we've got villagers throughout in different sections. We've got a complete rebuild of it. And as a result, we have a massive raid farm here that is strategic, excuse me, strategically charged to get emeralds. But it does collect other things. You can see a lot of redstone, we've expanded, glowstone, he's expanded, gunpowder, sugar, which I don't know what we'll do, but bottles, spider eyes, and sticks. Next step would be to build a shulker loader for the emeralds specifically, and then figure out how we can grab the totems, which we can use the allays for, to sort instead of just burning it as it is right now. Right now, the totems and banners and axes and everything else just get burned out here, which is fine. But if we could start collecting some of the totems, that would be good as well. But great job with what he's put together. It's really easy to use. You know, you're just going to step in here and start working at it. You know, this just gets it going and everything. And of course, you still have to have the bad omen, obviously. So, you know, you need to take care of that. And if we update to 1.21, we'll have the bottles. But for right now, you just, you know, come up here and you whack the guy, wherever he is. There's a step. The signs say how to do it. I haven't read the signs. But anyways, you just come up here and whack him. And you're good. And he gets replaced. And then these guys start going at it. He's already put like some instructions of what to do here. So kill the captain by swinging at the armor stand. Swing every time the light comes on. So he's got a little light somewhere in there. Not sure where the light is. To end, walk out, step on the plate for a few times to kill the rest. Use this sword only, basically looting, I think, that he's forgotten to put his sword. Whatever lives is fine. You can leave every 1500 milliseconds if you have auto clicker, so that just lets you know for AFK reasons. So, really good job. I love it. This is, you know, I mean, we are actively making the place better, expanding our capabilities, stuff like that. Work on the Oracle, as you can see, is proceeding tremendously. We still have the rest of the decorative layer to put on, but everybody's been working away at it here and there, outside of doing their own projects and going out and you know, looking for stashes and bases and stuff like that. That's still in the works too. Then there's, where is it? So we've got Woody over here. I think I showed this already. I didn't stop by it though. So he built a trident farm. Now the problem with it, there we go, is it does occasionally, it looks like, drop a few tridents, but it's not very powerful. It's not very strong. So, you know, it's something that maybe we can figure out how to better fix. So it's got, you know, this huge spot here for everybody to, the guys to spawn, but it's just extremely slow that they spawn in here. So, you know, it's something that we'll have to look at. How do we improve? How do we continue to maintain and make changes? Obviously, in the last episode, you saw the work I was doing, which was to get more smooth stone because we ran out. And that was on this farm. You'll see there's some obvious changes over here. So, you know, we worked on this farm here. Let's just land here really quick. There we go. And put it together. We had to do a lot of jury rigging with hoppers and everything. The stone part is fixed and works really well. The fuel, most of it ends up right there. The minecart hoppers just are not fast enough to fill the furnaces. Even with the cobble, they're not fast enough. Look at all the cobble sitting there. And then the hoppers collection for the carpet, which is right here, they are also just, they don't collect enough. I mean, there's carpet down here. You can see it's spitting it out, but it's just not enough to keep up with these furnaces. So I said, well, hey, you know what? Maybe we're making this too complicated. What if we got rid of all of the mine carts and just relied on a water stream constantly pulling items out of it? And that's where this came in. And you can see it is fully running. Now, I've got the TNT duper turned off at the moment. We've got a dual carpet machine feeding it fuel. And then when this is on, of course, it feeds the cobble. So it goes through the first layer, which is for your cobble. Then it goes through the second layer, which is for the smooth stone. And we've got all 42 double chests here, and they're all filling up at the same time. So the cobble just runs straight down this line. We don't have to worry about the ones that get stuck like that. And it just, these hoppers just pull it out as it goes and keeps it completely filled. And then the excess, because the farm over there produces more than what this can handle, goes into this chest, into that dropper, goes up here, and as you can see, it's collecting. It'll get a full stack, and then it just comes straight back and dumps it right back into the system. So we can even turn this off after running it for a little bit, and there'll be the excess that typically builds up will just keep looping until it's all gone. Same thing with the carpet. So we've got a dual carpet machine because one wasn't enough, and they're constantly just plopping in the carpet, and then feeding both the upper furnace and the lower furnace with carpet. And again, it flows all the way to the end, and if there's any extra, it would go around the loop. Now, I have discovered that there's no extra. In fact, both carpets, both machines running at full capacity cannot get past this final furnace. And I didn't, that wasn't on purpose. I just went this far and said, okay, that's good enough. Let's see what happens. If I had gone another level down and continued, the carpet would never reach it, simply because the demand of the system eats up everything that thing's producing, except for the few little carpets that escape. I mean, I could encase this whole thing in glass one out so it's not touching the slime blocks, and then put hoppers at the bottom to try to collect the little excess, but it's just not worth it. But anyways, so this is a max capacity farm for at least my design, custom design. I'm sure there's some like this that exist, but you know, I didn't look at any videos. Same thing with this. I didn't look at any videos for this. It was just, hey, I'm gonna build it. And of course, Rather Miffed built the original that was here, as you saw. And then I expanded it and adjusted it and stuff. So he rebuilt a second one of the dupers over here. A lot of loose carpet over here that escapes, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, I could layer this glass up to protect it, but I can't put two glass here. So you'd have to have hoppers here to feed into a dropper, and all. It's just not worth it. Anyways, it works. To where, for the most part, it's running 100% of the time. The last two furnaces do struggle, you can see. No fuel. This one has fuel because I dumped some excess into it. And that's just because with everything burning 2 carpet duper machines just do not produce enough. Now, I could go ahead and put in a 3rd carpet duper machine, like maybe over here at the tower, so that it just drops it into the water stream and adds extra carpet. Anyways, all of these are slowly filling up and going. The upper ones have a little bit more than the lower ones just because they were built first and whatnot and have been running longer. But we should have, between that and even these, even though this farm is not as good, and of course it's been running longer, so there is a few chests like this one that's completely full. Between those, we will have enough stone to produce enough stone to finish the outer layer, and then, of course, all of the inside base layers too. Sorry, I guesstimated that you could probably get about 5,000 smooth stone in an hour when this is fully running. So, all good. Really cool. Excited to continue this and continue the build. And that'll be really, our focus, now that that's running, of course, you have to be there for it to work continuously. Goal would be to, focus a lot more on the Oracle, but then do small projects too. I think this is Winter's Son's build, where he's going to do like a giant fountain here, which will be cool. I'm not sure. He was worried that he was struggling with putting a circle down. But, this is an oval, and it looks pretty good, with what he's done. He's got an outline. It's kind of a big oval, and then he's going to put a big fountain in the middle, so that'll be cool. And then Winter, you can already see the start, is going to be putting in a second Gundam, a much larger one. Come on, slow down. As you can see, he's got a mob problem. We need to light this area up. I'll have to work on it. So here's the feet. It's obviously going to be much larger than that one. And then Rather Miffed has set up his home right around over here, and look at that. He's first built his little cottage, which is absolutely awesome. I totally love it. And then he built the castle, and he's been slowly terraforming and doing some extra work. He's going to actually build out a village area in the same style, the medieval style, and we'll have to finish connecting the bridge to the road that comes in over here. So he's building out the castle. It's really cool looking. I like a lot of the aspects he did, like using the book stands here for the edges of the little lookout tower, and and then inside, he's like under the stairway, it's all the barrels, and of course making it look like a large door or larger doors, built into it. Still needs a little furnishing, which I'm sure he's going to put in, and this is a little awkward. The stair comes right to a wall. Maybe he'll adjust that, I'm not sure, but and then he's got his lookout tower up above. Awesome little build. It's exciting when you start getting, extra members to your group, because then, you start seeing all the different talent. And it's not that everybody in this group are awesome builders or anything. We've got a big group that does different things, like, underscore P3R. I won't say his name or anything because I haven't gotten permission to on a video, but so he's out base and stash hunting right now. So is Woody, in fact. Of course, LZ goes out stash hunting every day when he's on, and then comes to the base and does different work, things like that. The other thing that we have. This is kind of like an update episode. I think you figured it out. It's kind of loading slow a little bit. Is if you can recall yes, you remember we were working on a gold farm a couple episodes ago. So let's go out. Oh wait, did I? Yes. No. Maybe. You know what? I recorded the beginning of the gold farm. I don't even know if I recorded the end of the gold farm. So, well, we'll do a recap anyways, because this video would come after that video, so, you know. Why not? So if we come into the nether... okay, well, it might help if I get a sword out. Okay. I got one of these left. Hopefully I go the right direction and everything, so... Alright, so if we take off from our base, we know the frog farm is over there. Gold farm is over this direction. It's kind of tricky to get to because there's no direct path, but if you remember where to go and you don't hit anything, you can get there. We want to go around over here, down this way, under the loop, right here, and there it is. It's right there. My goodness. Alright, and then, of course, we land. Alright, LZ's here. He's taking a look at it. Let's take a look. So we built out the platform here. We're right at nether roof. We still have some areas to carpet and whatnot, and some areas to dig out to put the stone to prevent the other spawning, things like that. Like this area, they're kind of stuck there. I just need to clear it out and everything. I put these guys here to try to attract the pigmen and keep them aggroed. And then, of course, we've been working on this. It looks like LZ may have moved the egg. I'm not quite sure. There wasn't a turtle egg up there. What are you doing there? He's a zombie or whatever. So, yeah. You could see the issues, like, you know, these guys get stuck because I put these guys here to try to keep aggro. And I do understand that there were some changes in the updates to where this design may not work very well because it's hard to maintain the aggro. Even if you whack on them up there and then you come down here and stand, they don't maintain the aggro because they can't see you. They can't get to you. You get a couple that come up a little bit, and then that's about it. So we're gonna work on the design and see what we need to do to change it. As far as spawning, it does pretty good. I mean, this was a good location. There's a few areas we have to clean up. This side's good. We got a little cave here we would want to cover with carpet. You can see I covered these with carpet. I went all the way out here beyond because technically you want everything within 128 blocks, which is this wall. Clear out here. Possibly would be a spawning platform. So technically, even this here, we would want to cover all of this here with carpet or buttons, or get rid of it all, or dump lava on it, or, you know, I mean, all of that. So we've got some work to do. Looks like we actually cut into a chunk load area from an old path or something, maybe. So yeah, we got some work to do. So that's my update. We're gonna head back to the base, see what else we can do for this episode. We got a few things still to work on, but we're gonna get there. All right, we'll be back.